what did you get from the TV series Hijack?
Yeah, I like Hijack. I was, a coworker had said they'd binged it over a couple days, that it was a surprisingly good series. And, I think everything on Apple TV is really good, depending on what you like.
Except
if
Ghosted.
It's in that category. Except what?
Ghosted.
Ghosted. For the most part, everything on there is really, the production value is super high. It looks great for the most part. And they have really good actors that pull into these shows and movies. So this one, I feel like Idris Elba hit and miss sometimes, right? Depends on direction and the movie. Like Fast and Furious 10 that he's in, whichever one it is, didn't care for.
East.
Yeah. This one, I thought he did an excellent job. We'll get into why, the story and whatnot. I don't quite understand how he was able to be as good as he was at what he was doing, but the show itself was good.
Yeah, I agree. I like a good thriller series, and that's pretty much what this is. A plane gets hijacked, and things go badly for everybody on board.
Right.
But I think Idris Elba does a great job. I think most people in this TV series do a really good job. It does keep you on the edge of your seat because there are things that happen that you wouldn't think would happen. Some questionable moments from some characters, even him. Idris Elba. And we'll talk about it because it happens like in one of the first episode with the whole mistress thing and what the pilot did. But that was pretty interesting.
It was, you were the Flight. I felt like with Denzel all the time. But Flight with Denzel Washington, very different reactions to the mistress. He held it together to the end of that movie. He still, felt bad or whatever about blaming her for the alcohol. But I feel like if this was Denzel, she would have been gone. I do not think we would have that level of fight. Like, is she that important? Is it that good? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand.
Yeah. But we'll really get into those details once we really get into the story. But I feel like it's a pretty good series. I do feel like Idris Elba did a little bit of unnecessary things, especially towards the end. Like the last scene on the plane.
Why do you go back in there?
Yeah. Like, what are you doing?
That's gonna die. You don't know what this man looks like. Sure.
Yeah. But overall, a pretty good series. Thanks for watching. And if you would like to be featured on our podcast, make sure to click the link in the description.